Hey guys, if you're a man over 60, this video is especially for you. Because today we're talking about something almost no one talks about openly. A simple everyday habit that might be quietly making your prostate grow faster as you age. You might already notice the signs. Waking up several times a night to use the bathroom, a weaker stream, or that annoying feeling that your bladder never really empties. Most people assume that's just normal aging. But here's the truth. These symptoms often trace back to small, fixable choices in your daily routine. The good news? Science shows that by changing just one common habit, you can ease the stress on your prostate, improve urinary health, and support your overall energy and confidence. All without expensive supplements or crazy diets. What we're talking about is simple, practical, and something you can start doing today. So stick with me for a few minutes because by the end of this video you'll understand exactly what's happening inside your body, why this hidden habit speeds up prostate enlargement, and most importantly, how to stop it before it causes bigger issues. Now, most men believe prostate problems are purely an age thing, that it's just what happens when you get older. But that's not the full story. Inside your body, there's something much more controllable going on. Think of it this way. Every small choice you make, every meal, every hour you sit, every drink you grab, is like a drop of water filling a glass. Over time, those drops add up until the glass overflows, and that's when symptoms begin. Frequent nighttime trips, the hesitation before your stream starts, that constant feeling you need to go again. These aren't random. They're your body's quiet warnings that something deeper is out of balance. And the surprising part? The main trigger isn't rare or exotic. It's not something that needs a prescription or a medical degree to spot. It's a simple, repeated behavior that feels harmless at the moment, but slowly increases inflammation and hormonal imbalance around your prostate. Let's break it down. Think about your typical day, your mornings, your meals, your work breaks, your evenings. These daily patterns shape your internal health just like weather shapes the land. When your diet is high in processed foods, sugary drinks, and salty snacks, and when most of your day is spent sitting still, your body reacts. Insulin levels rise. Testosterone metabolism gets thrown off balance. Inflammation builds quietly in the background. And that combination sends a constant signal to your prostate cells to grow. First, you don't feel it. It just becomes your new normal. And by the time the symptoms start affecting your sleep or confidence, the habit behind it has become invisible, part of the background noise of everyday life. So what's the fix? Start by shining a light on that invisible habit. Picture this. You sit at your desk for hours, grab a quick bag of chips or a cookie, wash it down with soda or a sugary coffee drink, and then plop on the couch after dinner because you're tired. None of these actions sound dramatic, but together, they create a powerful chain reaction in your body. Here's what happens behind the scenes. Long periods of sitting slow down pelvic blood flow, reducing oxygen delivery and trapping inflammatory waste near your prostate. Refined carbs and sugars spike insulin and trigger a growth factor that tells prostate tissue to expand. Add in a little dehydration, and your bladder gets irritated too, making you feel the urge to go more often. Now, the moment you start breaking this chain, things begin to shift. Replace one processed meal with whole foods, vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats. Take a short walk every hour instead of sitting all afternoon. Swap out sodas for water or herbal tea. These sound like small changes, but they reduce inflammation, balance hormones, and improve blood flow to your pelvic area. And when you do that consistently, the signals that once told your prostate to grow start to quiet down. Over time, you notice fewer nighttime bathroom trips, stronger flow, better sleep, and yes, even a boost in your overall energy and confidence. Here's the thing most people miss. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. The prostate responds best to small, steady improvements. It's not about drastic diets or magic pills. It's about consistency. Each healthier choice weakens that hidden trigger and helps your body reset naturally. To make this more visual, imagine your prostate as a sponge sitting under gentle pressure. When inflammation is high, that sponge swells. Every processed snack, every long sitting session adds more pressure, more swelling. But when you start moving more, eating cleaner, and hydrating better, you pour water on that fire. Slowly, the swelling eases and the tissue starts to calm down. And here's something most men find empowering. It's not your fault. For decades, routines of long workdays, fast food, and stress have shaped the way you live. You weren't doing anything wrong. You were just doing what life demanded. But now you know better, and that means you can take control. The power is in your hands. So let's put this into perspective. From the moment you wake up until you go to bed, your body is constantly listening to the messages you send it. Skip breakfast and grab a processed snack? That spikes stress hormones and blood sugar. Those two alone can tilt your testosterone and estrogen balance, one of the biggest drivers of prostate growth. On the flip side, starting your day with a glass of water, a few deep breaths, and a whole food breakfast sends the opposite message. Calm, balanced, healthy. Then there's sitting. Hours of immobility reduce circulation, especially in the pelvic area, creating a slow, oxygen-poor environment that feeds inflammation. Taking short walks or stretching breaks throughout the day acts like opening a window for fresh air. It restores oxygen and clears out waste products. And finally, don't forget your evenings. Alcohol, heavy meals, or screens right before bed raise cortisol, lower melatonin, and block your body's ability to repair itself overnight. Good sleep is when your hormones rebalance and your tissue restores. When you skip that recovery time, your body stays stuck in a low-grade inflammatory state, and your prostate feels it. So here's your challenge. This week, pick just one thing to change. Maybe it's cutting out sugary drinks, adding a 10-minute walk after lunch, or going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Watch what happens over the next few weeks. Your body will start to thank you in small ways: better sleep, fewer bathroom trips, more energy during the day. Remember, your prostate health isn't random. It's a reflection of the small, repeated choices you make every day. The habit that made it worse can be replaced by habits that make it better. Naturally, gradually, and powerfully. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with another man who might need to hear this. Together, we can break the silence around men's health and take back control, one small habit at a time. Now let's talk about the part of your daily routine most men never think about: your evenings. When the sun goes down, your body should naturally shift into recovery mode. But for many of us, that switch never flips because our nights are filled with bright lights, constant scrolling, and late-night snacks or drinks. When you dim the lights and cut back on stimulants like caffeine or alcohol, your nervous system finally gets the signal to relax. That's when your body starts repairing itself. Hormone levels rebalance, blood pressure drops, and the muscles and tissues in your urinary tract finally get to rest. Even something as simple as how you drink water matters more than you might think. A lot of older men cut back on water because they're tired of running to the bathroom at night. But here's the catch: when you don't drink enough, your urine becomes more concentrated, which actually irritates your bladder and urethra. That irritation creates the same urgency and frequency that feel like prostate trouble. The fix? Sip water steadily throughout the day, and just taper off in the evening. That way, you stay hydrated without overloading your bladder right before bed. And then there's stress, one of the biggest invisible triggers of all. Chronic stress keeps your adrenal hormones elevated, which increases prostate sensitivity to growth signals. It also drives other harmful habits: overeating, drinking more, moving less. But here's the good news. Just 5 minutes a day of deep breathing, light meditation, or mindful walking can lower those stress hormones and reduce that pressure. Think of it like turning down the volume on a speaker that's been blasting growth signals to your prostate for years. When you break things down step by step like this, something powerful happens. You start to see the architecture of your day. You realize your prostate health isn't random. It's a mirror reflecting your lifestyle. Your mornings set the tone. Your meals and movement through the day reinforce or undo that tone. And your evening habits decide how well your body restores itself overnight. Each piece might seem small, but together, they create a powerful environment. One that either feeds inflammation and growth or promotes calm and balance. To help visualize this, let's use a few quick images. Imagine hormone imbalance as a tide slowly creeping higher on a beach. It doesn't happen overnight, but unless you do something to pull it back, it keeps rising. Think of long hours of sitting like a dam that blocks fresh water from reaching a lake, causing it to stagnate. Now imagine antioxidant-rich foods, fruits, veggies, nuts, as tiny shields that protect your cells from sparks that could ignite inflammation. When you think this way, these concepts stick in your mind long after the video ends. And here's the big takeaway: this isn't about perfection. It's about awareness and small, consistent changes. Replace that sugary afternoon snack with a handful of almonds or berries. Stand up and stretch for 2 minutes every hour. Keep drinking water through the day instead of cutting it off completely. Dim your lights an hour before bed. These small shifts might seem too easy, but together, they work synergistically to calm inflammation, rebalance hormones, and give your prostate a break. Over time, your body begins to heal itself because the daily instructions you're sending have changed. Now, every habit has its own momentum. When you've repeated something for years, whether it's sitting too long, skipping movement, or reaching for sugar when you're tired, it becomes automatic. Your body learns that rhythm and runs it like a program. That's why it's so easy to feel like symptoms just appear one day. But what's really happening is a loop, a self-sustaining cycle of behaviors and biological responses feeding into each other. Picture this: you wake up tired from poor sleep, get your quick hit of caffeine and sugar, skip exercise, and spend hours sitting. That inactivity reduces circulation, increases stress, raises cortisol, and throws off your hormones, which then disrupts sleep again. Around and around it goes. This is how a silent loop takes over your health and convinces you that aging is to blame. But it's not aging, it's a pattern. And patterns can be broken. The trick is knowing where to place the interruptions. Drink water first thing in the morning instead of reaching for sugar. Take a 5-minute walk after each meal to help your body regulate insulin and improve blood flow. Before bed, close your eyes and breathe deeply for 2 minutes to lower cortisol and prepare for deeper sleep. These small acts are like wedges in the gears of that old cycle. They slow it down, weaken its grip, and eventually reverse it. And here's where things get exciting. As the loop reverses, good habits begin feeding each other instead. Better sleep leads to better food choices. Better food choices give you more energy for movement. More movement regulates hormones. And balanced hormones calm the prostate. It's a positive feedback loop, your own biology working for you instead of against you. To help visualize it, imagine a wheel rolling downhill. That's your old routine. Every unhealthy habit gives it another push, making it spin faster. But the moment you step in and add a new healthy habit, it's like putting your foot out and touching that wheel. You slow it down. Do that enough times and eventually it stops and you can start rolling it uphill again. That's how real transformation starts. One small, well-placed pause at a time. Science backs this up too. Studies show that breaking up long sitting periods with light movement improves insulin sensitivity within days. Cutting down evening alcohol can normalize nighttime urination within weeks. Adding antioxidant-rich foods lowers inflammation markers that drive prostate growth. And managing stress through relaxation lowers nervous system tension that keeps pelvic muscles tight. These results don't take years. They start showing up within days and weeks of consistency. And yes, change can feel uncomfortable at first. Everyone wants fast results, but loops built over decades unwind slowly. The key is to treat this as an experiment, not a test. Try one small shift for 7 days. Notice the difference. Maybe you sleep a little longer, wake up with less urgency, or just feel lighter during the day. Those small wins are proof that your body is responding, that the cycle is breaking. That's what builds motivation to keep going. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Think of your old routine as a closed circle, where stress, bad habits, and symptoms keep chasing each other. Then think of your new routine as an open spiral, where each improvement gives you a little more energy and health. You're not running in circles anymore. You're climbing upward step by step. And this isn't just about your prostate. When you break this cycle, everything gets better. Your sleep, your mood, your energy, your confidence, even your relationships. Balanced hormones support sexual health. Stable blood sugar steadies your mood. Regular movement keeps your heart strong. It's all connected. So as you think about the next step, picture a version of yourself who wakes up only once at night, eats with intention, moves with ease, sleeps deeply, and feels in control again. That version of you already exists, you just need to make a few consistent choices to meet him. By understanding the loop, naming it, and taking small actions to interrupt it, you create your own roadmap to better health. Every choice you make, every drink, every stretch, every breath, is another step out of that old pattern and into a healthier, freer life. You know what really keeps people watching? What keeps their eyes on the screen and their minds open? It's simplicity. Small, consistent actions that actually make sense in real life. Because the truth is, your body doesn't want chaos. It doesn't need 1,000 changes at once. Just wants consistency. Every single choice you make, what you eat, how you move, when you rest, sends a message to your body. And here's the cool part. Your body listens. It rewrites its chemistry based on those messages. That's why even one simple change, if you stick with it, can start a chain reaction that leads to real lasting relief. You're not trying to defeat aging in one epic battle. You're retraining your inner environment. You're teaching your body to calm the systems that irritate your prostate and rebuild the ones that keep you balanced. Let's make that real. Picture this. A man who's been waking up several times a night for years. He's exhausted, chugging coffee just to function, skipping movement, eating quick processed meals, and crashing into bed late. He thinks, the only thing that can help me now is medication or surgery. Then one day he changes one thing. Every morning after breakfast, he takes a 15-minute brisk walk outside. No phone, no distractions, just movement. Within a week, his energy starts to rise. 2 weeks later, his sleep deepens. A month in, those nighttime bathroom trips start to fade. Nothing else about his day changed, but that one small shift set off a cascade of healing. Better blood flow, improved insulin control, calmer nerves, more balanced hormones. That's the power of one decision practiced daily. And that's what your viewers need to feel, that one action can start changing everything. So break it down for them. Explain why that small shift works. Movement sends fresh blood into the pelvic area, flushing out inflammation and bringing oxygen for repair. It makes your cells respond better to insulin, which helps regulate hormones that affect prostate growth. Plus, sunlight resets the body clock so melatonin production improves. Deeper sleep, calmer nerves, and less tension in the bladder. Each effect amplifies the next, and that's how the body finds its rhythm again. Now give them another easy win: food. Tell them to swap just one processed meal for a nutrient-rich plate. Leafy greens, colorful veggies, lean protein, healthy fats. This one change reduces oxidative stress and delivers nutrients like zinc, selenium, and antioxidants, all proven to support prostate health. Describe it vividly. Those nutrients act like tiny repair crews traveling through your bloodstream, patching up microscopic damage and calming irritation from the inside out. Then talk about timing, because when you do, things matters too. Drink most of your water earlier in the day, then taper off before bed. It keeps urine from getting too concentrated and reduces those midnight trips to the bathroom. Go to bed just 1 hour earlier. 2 minutes of deep breathing before each meal. It lowers cortisol, improves digestion, and keeps hormones steady. Each of these little habits says to your body, relax. You're safe. You can heal now. Remind your viewers, it's not about complexity. It's about repetition. A complicated plan you quit after 2 days won't work. A simple plan you repeat every day, that literally rewires your biology. So challenge them. Pick one small shift today. Stick with it for a month. Because once they feel the change, better sleep, fewer bathroom trips, more energy, they'll know it's working. That proof is more powerful than any motivation speech. Use metaphors that stick. Say, every healthy choice is like opening a window in a stuffy room. Fresh air flows in, toxins flow out. Or, each bad habit is like tossing pebbles into a pond. One doesn't matter much, but throw enough, and you change the shape of the water. Those visuals make your message memorable. And don't skip the mindset piece. A lot of people think small actions don't matter, especially after years of bad habits. But your cells are always regenerating. Your hormones, your nerves, your tissues, they're constantly updating. Every better choice tips the balance toward healing. So frame it like this. Your body isn't your enemy. It's your student. It's listening to the instructions you give it. Every day you whisper new ones, it learns. Slowly but surely. And here's a pro tip. Help viewers anchor their new habits to existing ones. Water before coffee. A walk right after lunch. Deep breathing while brushing your teeth. Stretching before bed. When new actions are tied to old ones, they stick because they require zero extra willpower. Then show them the bigger picture. Better circulation means a healthier heart. Balanced blood sugar means a clearer mind. Deeper sleep means better mood and immunity. All these wins come from the same simple shifts. By the end of this video, your viewers shouldn't just feel inspired. They should feel ready. They should see a blank page in their mind, ready to write 3 new choices for tomorrow. Maybe it's that glass of water before coffee, a short walk after lunch, or screens off 30 minutes before bed. Each action is small, but together, they become a blueprint for transformation. You want them to see it, to imagine the cool water sliding down their throat in the morning, the rhythm of their feet on the pavement, the calm of a quiet screen-free night. Those sensory images make it real. Address objections head-on. No time? Take 2 minutes. Too tired? Start with one habit. Too old? The body never stops responding. And end with a wider promise. This isn't just about prostate health. It's about vitality, about taking back control of your energy, your mood, your sleep, your confidence. Invite them to imagine their future self, sleeping through the night, moving freely, feeling in control again. That's not fantasy. It's biology responding to consistency. And when they believe that, they'll take action today, not someday. Because the moment you change your daily messages, even slightly, your biology starts to shift. That's how today's small decision becomes tomorrow's lasting relief.